Accessory Apartment Review Board. Let us stand and salute the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, would you please call the attendance?
Yes. Sandra Thomas.
Present.
Harold Wade.
Present.
Carolyn Bavona.
Present.
Peter DeNegris.
Present.
Stephanie Harris.
Present.
Carolyn Veslu. Present. Lamont Wilson.
Present.
Saba Umjunguzi.
Yeah.
Keith Hayward. Dave Bishop, counsel to the board.
I'm here. Excuse me. All right, good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. I have for your consideration renewals by affidavit. Number one is Berg, 155 West 10th Street, Deer Park.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Two is Gumina, 307 Oak.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Stephanie. All in favor?
Well, let's get in rhythm, everybody. Two is Gumina, 307 Oak Avenue, Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Stephanie. All in favor?
Three is Sroka, 1020 North Broome Avenue, Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Stephanie. All in favor?
Four is Gomez, 16 Cumberbatch Street in Wyandanch.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Lamont, seconded by Stephanie. All in favor?
Five is Pelicano, 737 High Bridge Road,
Motion to approve.
West Babylon.
Second. Motion by Stephanie, seconded by Carolyn. All in favor?
Six is Pulio, 505 Herzl Boulevard, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Stephanie, seconded by Carolyn. All in favor?
Seven is Abraham, 196 Mohawk Avenue, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Stephanie, seconded by Carolyn. All in favor?
Eight, Santoro, 106 Venetian Promenade, Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Stephanie, seconded by Carolyn. All in favor?
Nine, Bawarska, 59 Wilkshire Court, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold. All in favor?
10 is Conte, 1074 Little East Neck Road, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold. All in favor?
11 is Marchetti, 18 Oneida Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold. All in favor?
12 is Chiorfo, 31 Lakeland Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Harold. All in favor?
13 is Brito and Cortez, 425 17th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete. All in favor?
14 is Congdon, 55 Monarch Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete. All in favor?
15 is Reyes, 134 Alhambra Avenue, West in Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve. I'll second the motion.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete. All in favor?
16 is Caius, 636 Peconic Avenue, West Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Harold, seconded by Pete. All in favor?
17 is Castellano, 107 Osceola Avenue, Deer Park.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
18 is the Torrey Family Trust, 482 18th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Keith? Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
19 Stillwell, 112 Santa Barbara Road East in Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
20 Turin, 1569 7th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Pete, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
21 Tejada, 200 Cabata Avenue, Copeg.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba. All in favor?
22 Caputo, 3 Grant Place, Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba. All in favor?
23 Canales, 1071 Straight Path, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba. All in favor?
24 Glatfelder, 8 Ventura Drive, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Saba. All in favor?
25, Williams, 843 Outlook Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
Aye.
26, Moraria, 50 Tremont Road, Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
27, Gonzalez, 330 Marconi Boulevard, Copeg.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
Aye.
28 is Crane, 201 Overton Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Saba, seconded by Carrie. All in favor?
Aye.
29 Goldschroff, 62 Crispus Street, North Babylon.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
And finally, 30 Salufo, 1439th Street, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
We have one affidavit of transfer, Agostinacchio, 1546 3rd Street, West Babylon.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carrie and seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Agostinacchio. Do you wish to call anything from the reserve calendar?
Yes, we're going to call Lavelle, number 1.
All right.
So this property was inspected again by the inspector. There was a fence whose assignment was to go do a drive-by to see if there were numerous dogs in the yard. He was not able to see that because the fence was a PVC fence, which was too high. So they made an appointment for the next day. The inspector went in and he saw 3 dogs in the house, and that there were not puppies or anything that he could observe. That was his assignment, so we can, what is your recommendation? Remove
This property and this permit that you're considering is up for renewal in September, so that may color your decision.
I make a motion to approve.
Well, that's not really the,
Well, we can just remove it from,
I'll make a suggestion, remove from the reserve calendar.
and hear it again when it's up for renewal.
right.
Okay, all right. So it's the
I would say that you also, you can just table
I'd
it.
entertain it.
Table it, and by tabling it, it lingers, and if you want to pull it, it's there, as opposed to the motion you're making, which sort of gets rid of it.
Yeah, let's get rid of it.
I agree with the attorney, you should table it so you could bring it back another time, so that's when
Right.
September comes, you could request for it to be put back on the agenda.
It's gonna come up anyhow.
It's gonna come up in a
Gonna be on because it's a renewal.
so let's just table it,
You
instead
c-
of making
or
the
you could-
motion.
yeah.
The table, it just leaves it hanging
That's what
with a,
Why don't we
with a
just-
person.
Until
Well-
September.
That's, because
Well,
this
we
is a
want-
tough call, this has been a,
Okay, so I'm going to call the vote. So the motion is, well, you want to withdraw your motion?
Yeah, I'll withdraw mine.
Okay, so,
if I may, in Robert's rules, you can table it subject to call, which means it will be off the agenda, it won't be printed anymore, but it still exists if you want it in a moment's notice. Is that kind of what you're looking for?
That makes sense.
So that's a motion to table subject to call.
So it will be removed from the reserve calendar? Is that
Yes,
what you're
it will,
telling me?
right, but it's still available should you want it.
you see, and we did have this discussion, and we thought that we were just going to remove it from the reserve calendar, and that we would hear any issues with it when it came up for renewal, because we didn't want to carry it over on the reserve
Right.
calendar.
Just like.
So the recommendation from the attorney is to table this motion. So I'll take a motion to table this.
Yes, I make a motion to table it.
And I'll second it.
Okay, moved by Keith and seconded by Lamont to table this application until it comes up for renewal. All in favor?
Aye.
It's a lot of semantics there, but
So number 2, we're going to hold for further investigation.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes of March 18th, 2025.
Second.
Okay, did everybody see the minutes of March 18th, 2025? Okay, very good minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion by Keith and seconded by Carolyn to adjourn this meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, our next